FatTok thinks the word obese is a slur. Bro. As someone who is being 140 kilograms, bro. I would never think someone saying obese or I am obese is saying a slur to me. You just need to get your shit together. Don't eat as much and just walk, bro, every day. As a formerly really fat person, I'm really interested in this. Like, bro, what?
Alright, so our next patient. Oh, hey, Susan. What appears to be the problem? Hey there, doctor, mate. You alright? Yeah, I'm fine. How are you, Susan?
Oh,
doctor,
God.
I'm gonna be honest, mate. Not too great. I feel a lot of chest pain, right? And my knees hurt when I walk. Okay.
Why are they saying mate so much? Is this guy like Australian?
Well, Susan, the problem with that's not all, doctor. I run out of breath really easily, and I just feel tired.
I wonder why.
Yeah, Susan, I think I might know what the problem you're having
Oh,
is.
no.
And every doctor I've gone to about this problem has just been really fat-phobic. Always making comments about my weight and my diet, and it's just really insulting. Susan, I think they might be... Now you...
Just don't eat like a goddamn pig and you're not going to look like a goddamn pig. Is it... Is it like really that complicated? These people need to learn how to take responsibility for their goddamn action. Nobody's putting food in your damn mouth. You are eating it. You are putting it there. Oh, I am already triggered. Oh my lord.
Yeah.
This is not going to end well.
Plus size, but it's got
Plus
nothing to do with my health. I don't know why they keep bringing it up. One doctor even called me the slur obese. Excuse my language. Wait, the slur obese? What do you mean? What do you mean slur? God, they're all so bigoted and closed-minded. Doctor, I just want a solution to my problem. Can you help me out, please, mate? Yo, you're joking, right? Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, Starlight and Huey.
Why are we watching Sonic?
Welcome back to the channel. Or if this just so happens to be your first time here, then I'm not even gonna say it. Okay, you know.
Go get that.
You know. And before people go in the comments and say, oh, you sound so different. Why do you sound so different? It's because I got braces, I got grills, okay? That's why I low-key have a little bit of a lisp, all right? Some words are still kind of hard to pronounce.
I have a lisp
most
without
of it is
that.
faded by now, but it's still there just by a tiny little bit. And if you say you can't hear a difference, then I'm gonna give you flowers, okay? I'm gonna give you roses and dandelions. I was supposed to take a 2-week break off YouTube so my speech could recover, but I had to make this video. This is just retarded. Now, before I go on and on and on, let me just preface this by saying I don't have a problem when people complain on the internet. Honestly, I don't. I'm doing it right now. If someone wants to sit down and complain about something, then honestly, I think that's perfectly fine. Sometimes it's funny, constructive, and actually entertaining. It only becomes a problem when you're crying and whining about something which you yourself can control. It's one thing if I complain about Cocoa Pops tasting like shit because they took the sugar out. I don't know why they did that. But it's different if I'm the CEO of Cocoa Pops complaining about the same thing. Like, do you not see how stupid that would be? You fucking made it, you twat. And similar to that, if you complain about getting made fun of on the internet while you simultaneously act like a retard on the internet, you're a fucking idiot. I don't feel like I'm breaking new grounds here. This shit should be obvious. In conclusion, don't complain about things which you can solve through your own actions, okay? I thought this would be common sense by now, but clearly the internet has reduced all of our IQs by at least 200. And for some reason, I don't feel like it's gonna get any better anytime soon. But easily one of the dumbest communities on the internet is the fucking body positivity, fat liberation,
You cannot look me in the eyes and think that this is okay, bro. This is not healthy. This is not beautiful. This is not okay. Okay? It ain't. It ain't. It just ain't. To be this obese, that's...
Body diversity, plus size, literally every single other word under the sun other than what they actually are. Obese.
Bad.
You are obese, okay? You're not body liberated, you're not plus size. A fucking
Bro.
large Coke at KFC is plus size. You're just fucking obese, man. You can call it whatever you want. It is not gonna change that fact. We've been over this several times, and like I've said in those
damn, he loves
previous
this
several
team.
times, no one cares that you're obese. If you want to sit down and eat pizza and ice cream all day, go
Do
ahead,
it.
okay? We don't care. People only start making fun of you when you complain about being overweight. You can't cry and whine about thin privilege when you sit down and eat enough food to feed a family of 4.
Did I see that right? Did that bitch just... What?
Down and eat enough food to feed a family of...
She's dipping a burger in... If someone is complaining about health issues and being called obese when they are eating like this... Are you kidding me? Like, really? Like, really?
4. These people are so fucking tone deaf it hurts to watch. I've literally seen some accounts on TikTok where they'll go, oh my god, my jeans won't fit, they need to make bigger jeans, and then they'll simultaneously post what I eat in a day, and it's the worst food ever. Like, the solution to your problem is right there. It's on your account, you fucking wanker. But the worst thing these people do is that they'll genuinely convince themselves that there's nothing wrong with being obese. Do I even need to go over why that just doesn't make any sense? I've done it before, so I don't think I need to, but I will say that looking like this will, and is going to kill you. And
it definitely is going to kill you, and it is going to make your life miserable. Like I said, I was 140 kilograms. I could not bend over, I was that fat. It's not fun. It's not enjoyable. I couldn't walk up a few stairs without coughing my goddamn lungs out. What? It's not fun. It's not beautiful. It's disgusting and unhealthy and dangerous.
is 100%
hate it so
gonna
much.
cause you health issues down the line, like heart problems, kidney
Yup.
problems, joint problems, bone problems.
Had
Do I
all
even
of
need to
those.
go on? I mean, that short list is bad enough, but the full one is pretty fucking bad. Now, I'm not saying that people who aren't fat don't have these problems, but I am saying that if you are fat, you are much more likely to have these problems. That's not me being fat phobic, that's me using what they...
And even just daily things, like just keeping yourself clean, it's harder. Keeping yourself smell good is harder when you are fat and you sweat way more because of the fat that you have on. It's uncomfortable. You get rushes between your thighs because they are touching when you walk. I did that. I had that. I know. I've been there. It's not good.
Taught me back in primary
Thinking
school.
about it
Children
makes me hurt.
know this. Most people know this. Even you fat people know this. That's why they love the delusion of fat just being a body type. To which it's not. It comes with many different issues, but alright. They go as far as to call people fat phobes, which is a pretty rational fear if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I have an irrational fear for people hurting themselves, dying. Sorry. Jesus.
No one in their right mind would want to look like
what
this.
Is that?
Absolutely fucking no one. It's just in recent times there's been a really weird push into glorifying this stuff. The silly health at all size, my body is beautiful dog shit that no one actually believes has for some reason become a main statement in today's modern media. And it just keeps getting worse. Here we have the word obese trending on Twitter or X, or whatever the fuck people call it nowadays. I don't care. Now, to everyone who actually enjoys their life and doesn't use Twitter, you're probably wondering, why was the word obese trending? Well, now the word obese, the medical term obese, is considered a slur. Yes, a slur. The word should now be censored and treated like the N-word. Honestly, I couldn't make this up even if I tried. Even though I have zero expectations of anyone on the internet, I'm still somehow disappointed.
I can always identify someone who doesn't have a great grasp on history if they see medicalization as a stamp of inherent virtue. This comes up a lot when I talk about how the word obese is a slur. At least one person will always pop their head out of the ground to say, obese is a medical term.
But it quite literally is. It says it right here. It's a medical condition that people can get diagnosed with.
As if that somehow makes it better.
No, that...
I call you a fat pig, is that better? Like, what? Yeah, I can call you a fat pig because I was one. Fuck off. Like, what? Pfft, bro. God damn. It's like, what? I have the fat pass, motherfucker. So I can call you whatever the fuck I want. Obese fat motherfucker. Jesus. This makes me so angry. Because oh my god. You can't, bro. This...
It would just not make it a slur. It would make it a medical
It is so
condition.
personal
What
for
else
me.
used to be a medical term? Like a lot of bad shit we don't say anymore. Because
Like
we
what?
realized it was stigmatizing as fuck. And it
Like
actively
what?
harmed people.
You know what else actively harms people? Obesity. You fucking twat. And unlike words, obesity actually harms people on a biological level. And even if you call it something else like...
Not just biologically. When you look at yourself in the mirror, it freaks with your body image. It's so bad. I was depressed. I was the lowest I have ever been in my life was when I was fat. The most I thought about, like, unaliving myself was when I was fat and obese. It is not just a physical disorder, it is mental too. It just freaks with your mental a lot too. It's really bad.
Round or
Phew.
big-bodied or morbidly obtuse, it's not gonna change the fucking issue. Because it's not a derogatory term, it's a health problem. People
Yeah.
are still gonna suffer from obesity whether you call it obesity or...
And most of the time, it's a problem you can definitely do something about. You are just unwilling to do something about it because of your laziness, because of your whatever. It's just like you cannot say that every obese person has some genetical disorder or whatever that makes them obese. Just like what, 0 point something percent, maybe up to like some percentage, but it's definitely not over like 5 to 10% of all the obese people in the world. No, you just cannot stop yourself from putting shit in your mouth. That's why you're obese. And you cannot move your ass around like 30 minutes a day. That's why you're obese. It's that goddamn simple. Been there, done that.
Oh no, my
Woo.
god,
I'm so fired
thought
up.
I'd ever have to explain that.
Science and language are both constantly evolving and updating. The medical
You know what's evolving too? Diets. Maybe get on some.
establishment is not exempt from this.
Oh my god,
If
I'm
anything, it's
I'm
actually
sorry.
a particularly
I'm so
strong
triggered.
example of how this happens. We don't
Calm
need to
down.
look too far back into history at all to see how medical terminology and practices change.
Yeah, well, that's due to a little known fact called technology. The reason why medical practices change...
When someone who looks like that, talks like that, I would love to say what you eat in a day, what you eat in a week, how much you move in a week. Like, I would just love to see like an Excel spreadsheet and like see how much calories did you consume on Monday, how much did you walk on Monday, how much exercise did you do on Monday, did you drink enough water, did you got your vitamins, did you got your nutritions. But like, I would love to see this. Like, if you talk like that, you better back it up with something, motherfucker. Like, what? Jeez.
is due to technological advances. Back in the day, they didn't have technology to pinpoint each medical issue, but now we do, and with that knowledge we can tell that being morbidly obese is not good for you.
That ain't
For
healthy.
example, homosexuality is no longer diagnosed as a mental illness. Female hysteria is not something that's diagnosed anymore.
Ah yes, two psychological thought processes which don't inherently kill you. You know guys, I think I'm starting to see the relation between that and having plaque literally cover your organs. Yeah, they're definitely the same thing.
I had
Cocaine and
a
heroin
fear
are
for
no
that.
longer prescribed as anesthetics or cough suppressants. Lysol cleaning spray is no longer used as a douche. We don't perform ice pick lobotomies anymore. And doctors no longer advocate for the health benefits of smoking cigarettes. Oops.
You know, it's almost like there's a way for doctors to tell if there's something biologically harmful to you. I wonder if they can still do that. Oh well, I guess not.
It's like she's bringing up things that changed over time as our knowledge like widened.
Is her argument here that science is just outdated and that there's nothing unhealthy about being overweight? Because if that's the case, then she'd be wrong. The same way that we know smoking cigarettes is bad is the same way that we know overeating is bad. You'd expect a fully grown adult to know this.
More importantly, when a marginalized group tells you that a word or practice harms them, you can just go ahead and believe them.
Oh god.
She's making me angry. Someone stop me. Don't call her a fat pig again. Don't.
I love me some alcohol. Listen, buddy, I'm glad to have you at the bar and all, but I think you've had too much. I think you might be an alcoholic. Hey, you can't say that word.
Alcoholic is a slur.
Slur. I don't appreciate that word. That word is very harmful. Listen, I'm sorry, man. I know the word alcoholic might be harsh, but this is your 13th drink. I think you might have had too many. No, I fucking haven't. You know what? I'm sick and tired of people using that derogatory term against me. I don't think you understand just how harmful that word is to me. So pour me another fucking pint or else I'm gonna put my boot up your bollocks. Dude, you're an alcoholic. It doesn't matter what word I use here, the problem is this guy drinks too fucking much. I don't understand how people can argue against this. My point here is you can call it whatever you want, it's not gonna change the fact that obesity is an underlying medical condition. And if you view that as offensive, well then that kinda contradicts your entire fat liberation argument. I thought it was okay to be morbidly obese. Why is it now all of a sudden a word that shouldn't be said?
Just a reminder that I am very fat and very sexy. And
I guess for a lion you are very sexy. They could feed like the cubs on you or something. Although they are better with meat, so I guess not.
I am 100% glorifying obesity.
God, she just said the O word. Twitter.
How would we glorify walking a few thousand steps a day? Or like eating like 1,000 calories a day? Instead of... Yeah, you are definitely eating more. Like there is like no way you are not. Like there is no way. If you look like that, you are definitely eating way more calories than your body needs. It is just no way you are not. Like there is no way you are not.
Cancel her. No, but seriously, what are the rules here? Is it bad? Is it good? Is it a word that no one should ever say? Because if so, then I have a few replacement suggestions. FatTok, feel free to contact me. But this all just feels like they're just ignoring their health. Like one big everyone close your ears and go la 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 la, I don't want to hear the obese word. To which, okay, fine, but that's not gonna change the fact that you are obese. Oh, sorry, I meant you're plus sized. And so is the plaque in your arteries. Good luck with heart disease.
Obesity is a noun, and it doesn't describe how large something is.
Well, actually, the word obese is an adjective, and is a word used to describe a large human being. So, no, you're wrong.
What are they doing with
Don't say
Kirby?
that house is obese.
The word obese is used to describe people, genius.
The term obesity comes with judgment, not a judgment
What?
of the size of that person.
It's the judgment of your goddamn doctor! Ooh. How are people so goddamn stupid? How? What's wrong with all of you? What is wrong with all of you? Literally. Like, I am so disappointed and sad at the same time. It's insane. I mean, be obese, I guess natural selection is just going to get you.
But of how they became large.
What are you talking about? By definition, it literally is used to describe how large someone is. At this point, you're just throwing in random shit in to make it sound like you know what you're talking about. The word obese is a chronic disease that impairs health, okay? You can try and shift the definition all you want, saying all this fucking judgment bullshit, but it's not gonna change the fact that being obese is bad for you. It's not neutral, it's fucking bad for you.
It is!
From Latin, meaning to overeat, which puts the blame on the larger person.
Where else is the blame supposed to go? Me? Is it my fault that you can't go outside without a fucking scooter? Or is it your fault because you refuse to eat a salad once in a while?
As if food carries moral value. It doesn't, and we should stop using this word.
Well, obviously it doesn't hold moral value, it's just food. The food itself isn't the problem here.
Yeah.
The problem is when you eat 3,000 to 4,000 calories of it every day.
That is insane. That is such an insane amount of food that these people consume. How do you not see that? That you are literally killing yourself every day with every bite. And you are saying this because you know this and you feel bad and you know you are killing yourself. Like what? Or unaliving or whatever. Like, I mean, it's literally killing yourself because you are just going to end up with a bunch of diseases. I've been there and done that, like I said. I just cannot understand this. There's no excuse.
Change the word all you want, the problem is still gonna be there. You fucking idiot. I don't like that word, can we change it? Mate, the word's not the fucking problem. The problem is that your internal organs probably look like Indian street food. You're the size of 3 people and most of you can't even sit down in a chair. You want to change the word to round, you want it to be plus size, you want it to be fucking morbid. It doesn't make a difference because the health problems that obesity cause are still gonna be there. Oh god, these people are so brain dead.
Why is it offensive to call someone fat who is fat?
Oh?
Hello, certified fat person here.
Ah, god, you know, at this point, I can just tell what kind of response I'm gonna get just from looking at them. I don't even like using this word, but this is literally the Karen haircut. Okay, well, let's hear this one out.
And I'm more than happy to answer your question if you really do want an answer, which I'm not so sure you do.
Just get on with it.
To start, I refer to myself as fat, and I don't care if other people refer to me as fat, and that's because I don't see the word fat as a bad word. Even if someone tries to insult me by saying you're fat, my response is yes and.
I mean, yeah, she's not wrong. It's not a bad
That's
word.
fair.
It's just a pretty bad health condition. And also, if that's the case, then why the fuck does everyone get so upset about the word obese? Is it because obese sounds worse than fat? I mean, it does, but they both lead to the same conclusion. Heart disease.
It took a lot of work to get to this point, and that's because, like many other words in our language, the word fat has a dark history where it has been
Imagine if you put that work into moving around for a better diet. Huh.
used to belittle, insult, and dehumanize.
But for the most part, to educate, because being fat is not a good thing. It's not a fucking body type like in a video game. No, it actually has consequences in real life. The way you talk about being fat is like it's like being short or having a big nose or having big lips or some shit like that. Those are inherent characteristics which you can't change. You are just literally killing yourself.
So for a lot of people, it's very difficult to shake this history when they hear the word fat.
Because it's an inherently bad thing. High blood pressure, high cholesterol, bone and joint issues, digestion issues. Do I even need to go on?
And if you want the word fat to be used in the same way as skinny, thin, fit, then you need to use it in a way that's not derogatory, which quite frankly, you did not do in your video. So if someone you deem fat prefers to refer to their body as curvy or plus size, they have every reason in the world to do so, and you need to—
No. Curvy is very different than fat, okay? It is—
respect it. Thanks.
What difference does it make? Listen, mate, if you'd rather be called plus size, then yeah, whatever, sure, fine. The problems you get from obesity are still gonna be there. How many times do I need to say the same thing before it drills into your abnormally large heads? Whether you call it obese or not, it's still gonna be not good. But I guess this rational use of logic can't be expected from FatTok. I mean, they all collectively thought it was a good idea to call themselves FatTok, for fuck's sake. But another app that rational thought process can't be given to is Twitter. Obviously. I feel like anyone familiar with Twitter could have probably guessed that at this point. No one uses their brains on there. People even found a way to find political discourse in a McDonald's advert. The people of Twitter even got mad at PewDiePie for being a happy, loving father. This app is actually hell. Like, actually fucking hell. I refuse to believe that anyone who uses this app is happy in real life. But of course, if they can make big issues out of literally nothing, I don't see how any of these are controversial by any means. But you wouldn't believe the fucking uproar when it comes to the word obese. Now, I look at dumb people all day. I look at silly people all day. And even I've got to put my hands up and say, these are some of the dumbest fucking retards on earth. FatTok is one thing, but Twitter is another fucking planet, man. Babe, obesity is a medical slur. Love your body. If you want to exercise and eat healthier, that's great. But don't be scammed and bullied into making yourself smaller. There is nothing wrong with being fat. Well, I fucking beg to differ. This shit kills people, you know. But I guess my main question here is, how is weight loss a scam? I mean, yeah, sure, there are some shady weight loss practices, but for the most part, the weight loss journey itself is always a good thing. It's good for your heart, joints, mobility, overall health. You get to live longer. You actually get to sit down in chairs and you don't have to worry about weight capacity, and you can actually walk without having to waddle around like a fucking penguin. This isn't bullying, this is just facts. Oh wait, sorry about that. I forgot I wasn't supposed to use rational thinking when talking to someone who uses Twitter. My apologies. When you see the fat-phobic slur obesity, replace the word in your mind with fat people or fat children, and then see how the headline or proposal reads. Oh god. Anything you propose to do about the fat-phobic slur obesity is something you're proposing to do to fat people. And the reason why the word is a slur is because it makes you forget that fat people are people. Okay, no, mate. No. Whenever someone makes the statement that they want to get rid of obesity, they're talking about the illness obesity. They want to get rid of what these people have and not the people, because they will live a lot shorter lives if they don't get rid of it. Obesity isn't a group of people, it's a health condition. Whenever someone says I want to get rid of cancer, they're not saying they want to kill everyone with cancer. They're saying they want to get rid of the illness, you idiot. Don't even try and defend the fat-phobic slur obesity by saying it's a medical term. It's a medical slur. Is that even a thing? Is a medical slur even real? It's either you have the condition or you don't. I don't see how that can be derogatory. It's the word doctors use to deny fat people medical care. Yeah, we know it's used in medicine, causing they're using it to kill us. What? You know what? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Whenever a doctor gives a fat person health advice, they are just denying them healthcare. Yep, you're right. I hate the term so much. It's so dehumanizing. I felt like a fucking specimen when I read the note my doctor wrote for me in order to get reasonable accommodations at work. You know, just getting a little bit silly here. You can do things in your life. I don't know what they are. I don't know what they could possibly be. There are some things out there which can help you lose weight, okay? I don't know what they could possibly be, but they are out there, so if you don't like being obese, then you could maybe give it a try. Just an idea. The term obese is a slur, violent, dehumanizing, it's anti-black. Well, as a colored crayon myself, I don't see how. How can a biological health condition be racist? I am losing faith in our species.
Are these people for real?
Skinnies, the word obesity is a fat-phobic slur. Stop interacting with posts that use it as a way to combat fatness. I fucking hate y'all for that shit. If you're not fat, stay out of fat people's business. And if
I don't have to stay out of fat people's business, brother.
Okay, well, you're gonna fucking die. See you later, bro. Calm down. It's a joke. Kind of. The term obese is a slur because it is used to dehumanize and harass us. It's not because our feelings are hurt by an accurate description. Well, it is, because I don't see how it could be anything else. It is an outdated term that does more harm than good, and as such, it should be eradicated. That's it. I've said it many times before and I'll say it again. Just because you get rid of the word doesn't
Don't
mean
get angry.
you get rid of what it
Calm
actually
down.
is. The causes and effects of obesity are still gonna be a thing whether you call it obesity or not. How hard is this to understand? It's almost like education is illegal wherever you people are from. My god. Mercedes claims that obesity is a slur used to exact violence on fat people, particularly black, disabled, trans, poor fat people.
What?
God, I'm starting to genuinely feel my brain melt at some of this bullshit. What are you talking about? Honestly, what are you talking about? A medical term used to diagnose people is now claimed to be violent. This can't be real life. They want to be victims so badly. It's so fucking cringe. You'll never see anyone defend anorexia or chain smoking like this. So why do they do it for obesity? God, this is so fucking weird. Now, I'm not going to claim to be a medical professional by any means, because I'm really not. I only studied anatomy, physiology, and nutrition for around a year in college, right? But even with the little amounts of information I have on the subject, I still have more than enough knowledge to claim that being morbidly obese is not a good thing. It's not like a neutral body type like in a video game which has no impact on your gameplay. No, it's not like that. It's a serious medical condition and is terrible for your health. You don't even need to study anything to understand that. I feel like most people can tell what a healthy body looks like compared to an unhealthy one. As long as you have more than 2 lines on your brain, then you should be able to know this. And yet, we have these people. But not only has this ideology seeped itself onto TikTok and Twitter, but it's also seeped itself into actual medical professionals. Honestly,
No, God, no.
I wish I was joking.
If you are obese, please don't ever let a doctor or a healthcare provider tell you that you need to lose weight before they investigate further a symptom that you're having.
You have to be just a guy in a costume, okay? There is no way you have a medical license.
Yeah, there's just no way.
Days, how dare a medical healthcare provider provide medical healthcare? That's just ridiculous. If you are clinically diagnosed with obesity, then you should lose the weight. If a medical professional tells you to do so, then you should probably do so. A reliable.
I am really having a hard time listening to all this because I'm so triggered for the reasons I mentioned before. For me, someone... Oh, no. Okay, I'm going to listen to this then. Whew.
Medical professional who actually uses biology.
Only 4 more minutes left.
Bell end.
If they want to delay getting a lab or getting imaging or having you see a specialist, if they want to delay that because they say you need to lose weight first, you need to push back on that person. Or you need to find someone else.
Why?
No.
If you're obese and you're suffering from symptoms and you decide to lose the weight, there is a high possibility that those symptoms can lessen down, making treatment a lot easier for everyone involved. Any doctor in their right state of mind would understand this.
Because your health problems are not just blamed on your obesity or the amount of fat tissue that you have.
Yeah, you graduated on Roblox, bro. There is no fucking way you have a master's degree. This may be news to you, doctor, but being fat itself is a health issue and will be the cause of 99% of the problems these people have. You'd like to believe a doctor would know this.
You are allowed to have other health problems as well, and you deserve the respect and dignity of investigating those other symptoms as well.
Oh, okay, just let it roll.
Yeah, but what about the main symptom that is visible? Are you serious? If this person walks into your office and says, "Oh, doc, my joints hurt," are you gonna say, "Oh, let me go investigate that further"? No, idiot. The problem is pretty obvious. It doesn't need much investigation. You'd like to believe a medical professional would understand this, but clearly not. Jeez, man, us evolving backwards really.
If I have a doctor like that, I would pray they take away their medical license. Like, take away his medical license. Please. That guy is going to end people's lives with this bullshit. Literally.
Was an understatement. We've got people genuinely walking around thinking that there's absolutely nothing wrong with being morbidly obese. And there's even people thinking we shouldn't even say the word obese, whilst also simultaneously thinking that there's nothing wrong with being obese. But if that's the case, then why shouldn't we be able to say it? I mean, is it a slur? Is it liberating? Is it fat phobic? I don't even fucking know anymore. Every time I try and understand this stuff, I just get a headache. But there you have it. Modern society. Calling people who are objectively unhealthy is now derogatory. And the word obesity should now be censored, but at the same time should be liberated and celebrated, and I give up. Every time I come back to this plus size agenda, it just makes less and less sense. But anyways guys, this is in fact the end of the video, and if you liked, please leave a like, and if you didn't, then feel free to degrade me in the comments. I hope my braces and newfound speech didn't affect the video too much, but if it did, then
you stop for this, bro.
I'm still in my adapting phase, so I'm not fully normal just yet. But like I said earlier, I had to make this video. There was no way I was ignoring this. But yeah, hopefully next video I don't sound like fucking Timmy Turner. But with all that said, all my links and socials are in the description. Feel free to follow me on anything. I hope all of you guys did enjoy the video. But until next time, make sure to drink your water and get enough sleep at night.
I had an incredibly hard time holding myself back listening to this. Like I said, sorry for the dog, I was 140 kilograms before I started dancing and working out again back then. I was morbidly obese. Morbidly obese. The only person and the only thing that is responsible for my weight loss and my weight gain is me. And I have to take full responsibility for my poor actions that I did, that led me there back then and led me here again. But I'm turning it around once again. And to listen to people justifying their bad habits and bad behavior that leads them to this health condition, which is a health condition, is making me incredibly furious and angry. I cannot believe you are that small of a human being that you cannot take responsibility for your goddamn actions. Nobody in this goddamn world are grabbing a goddamn burger and stuffing it in your damn mouth. Nobody. Not a single soul in this world are responsible for what you put in your body. And if you are obese, and if you are fat, there is a 99% chance that it is completely your fault. Because you eat more calories than your body needs, because you don't exercise at all. That's it. It's that goddamn simple. And as he said in the video, is the same as you would start to justify alcoholics. It is the same as you would start to justify any abuse of substances, like any drugs, anything. Food is a wonderful thing. Food is amazing. But it is to be consumed at a moderate rate. You need to eat as much as your body needs. Not as much as you want. Sometimes you can do that. If you exercise enough, bro, you can eat a lot. If you work out a lot, you can eat a lot. Believe me. That's why I got fat. Because I was exercising like 6-7 times a week. Plus I had my MMA training and all that. And I was eating like, I seen Son Goku eating goddamn Dragon Ball, bro. I was eating 3,000 calories easily a day. And I was slim as hell. I was strong as hell. But then my leg got fucked up. I couldn't work out. And I kept eating the same amount. And that's why I became 140 kilograms, bro. And it is a miserable experience to be there. It is really damn miserable. My knees were hurting. My ankles were hurting. I couldn't bend down. I couldn't squat down. I could barely wash myself sometimes. It was so bad. I was scared that if I sit in a chair, it's going to break. That's why I got this chair. This is literally because from my obese times. It's like guaranteed to hold at least 110 kilograms, this chair is. That's why I got it. It is not fun. And the only person most of the time responsible for you being obese is you. There's nobody else who controls what goes into your mouth. There's nobody else who controls what you do in your day. So start taking responsibility. I hate when people hurt themselves, make bad decisions, and then try to justify it. Stop that bullshit. God damn it. Man up, woman up, whatever up. And face it. Take responsibility and take action. It is really that simple. Take care of your mental, take care of your body, and it's going to take care of you. That's it. Whew. Leave a like, leave a dislike. Tell me what you think in the comments. I got a little bit heated, I'm sorry. I definitely said some stuff that was mean. I'm going to leave it in the video, I don't care. Because fuck you. But yeah. Subscribe for more. Follow me on my socials and all that too. See you in the next one. Bye bye.